unfiltered conversations about Sierra Leone's challenges and opportunities, from politics and education to business and social change. We bring together leaders, youth, and voices from the diaspora to spark real dialogue and real solutions. I'm your host, Michael Sessi. Let's get started. Let's get started.
Yes, family, good evening, good evening. This is not the Mike SSC show. Of course, today na a monologue. We are discuss on issues them. We done the upon one of them, the electoral justice issue, and the other one, the current trendy one, we na the George Stevens issue versus Edwina. We Mr. Stevens alleged say Edwina committed domestic violence against him. So now stay tuned to the Mike SSA show.
Welcome to the Michael Sessi Show. Your voice, your future, your show. This is the space for unfiltered conversations about Sierra Leone's challenges and opportunities, from politics and education to business and social change. We bring together leaders, youth, and voices from the diaspora to spark real dialogue and real solutions. I'm your host, Michael Sessi. Let's get started. Let's get started. About Sierra Leone's challenges and opportunities, from politics and education to business and social change. We bring together leaders, youth, and voices from the diaspora to spark real dialogue and real solutions. I'm your host, Michael Sessi. Let's get started. Let's get started.
Yes, family, good evening. Today, the 28th of September 2025. Welcome to the Mike SSA show. Of course, today a show that shows on waiting they go on, and this is not a monologue today. We of course una only can make una contributions via comments. Una can say una questions them relating to the topic, or maybe a topic una go want for make our discourse. Then I will think on that, and subsequently I will bring up that particular topic there for discussion. I will invite guests them on that particular topic there. When I not forget next week Thursday I get for get some guests them on FGM. This a very important topic where right now, of course, it affects the guard picking them in Sierra Leone. So when I get forget people from different fields, including medical doctor, we get for give we the pros and cons of this particular practice with the FGM, the female genital mutilation. Of course, we all see the debates, and even one Sierra Leonean lady, where through an organization that even sued the government of Sierra Leone to the ECOWAS court regarding this particular FGM. Then they will be discussed next week on Thursday, that the 3rd of October, 7 p.m. Sierra Leone time as usual. But today, as soon as they see from the headline, um, of course, today on topic now on the issue of the electoral justice, um, where they can discuss, and of course, the George Stevens versus Edwina, where George Stevens be allegedly say this lady out, where na in girlfriend they commit a domestic violence against them now in place. So, and of course, we don't see some videos that we don't surface. We are going to play by this program where from the lady self we they talk on various things that we they allege say George Stevens they a rabbit and they use them for sexual pleasure and other things them rather than for love. So we get for delve into this today for this program. Welcome again to the Mike SSA show. This now the unfiltered show for Sierra Leoneans both home and abroad. Wanna share the live show and invite friends them for join.
Welcome to the Michael Sese Show.
So for make this today not gonna be long, I of course I did go straight to let we start the program. You know, we done the debates, people that done the debates on this electoral justice issue regarding the and the possibility of Mother Bio, President Bio, handing over power to Dr. Samura Kamara even before the 2028 elections. This debate, they come up, this particular thing, they come up purposely, directly from the electoral justice campaign team, where although we're not hearing from Dr. Samura on this issue, but people are like what we see and others them they don't they go around social media and even at the ground they campaign they get meetings them with people and also they tell them they promise them say how Madabio they hand over power to Dr. Samura Kamara. Behind all the talks they have, however, we never see nothing like that they happen. You understand? And recently, Dr. Samura Kamara himself be hold a discussion wherein it be states say um then we get a dialogue, you understand, between him and President Bayo after the elections, where there be disputes, of course, there be a disputed elections, where even international observers then say the results or the elections were not transparent. And so there to that, according to Ram, there be get a meeting and we go meet President Bio and there be dialogue. And after that, now they he call the party executive and then go together. Now McKinney for go meet former President Kuruma. And this not to me get for Tokam, and not to maybe Tokam. Now in the Dr. Sabura Kamara, now in Betokam we through our live program where they be interview 'em, and they can play the video. May una self go see 'em, and una go make una judgment on this particular matter we they talk about. So now,
Let me give you an example. For a start, President Bill and I met.
also now this not the video, of course, now Dr. Samura Kamara. Now in the discourse with during a live program, we in begin in views them on this electoral justice matter, a way to be transparent till they resolve this issue. After the video, myself they can do me analysis, and una self as viewers then go also make una your inputs and wait till una think. Okay.
A call. He called me. I met him within 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, we met. And the question was, we have an impasse after the election.
If Unayeri, they say within 30 minutes after they get a call, the phone call, then go meet. You understand? This they tell you the eagerness, either from both sides or from one party. You understand? For make them go try for resolve the issue amicably. You understand? Within 30 minutes of that call, according to Dr. Samura Kamara, they met. That did tell you the eagerness, either from both sides, you understand, or from one part of the sides then we want to make this particular issue will be resolved.
How do we resolve this impasse? And what was the impasse? Number one, the parliamentary boycott. APC say no parliamentarian for go to parliament. Not so,
right?
So boycotted. It was an open parliament. APC was not there. Number two, local council representatives, the councillors, the mayors, and the chairman.
Please, when I have to share this, thank you very much. And also, when I make a meaningful contribution via the comment section. Thank you.
Did not take up their seats. And you cannot run a government singly, not a one-party state with a back. You cannot. So, under pressure also from the international community, we agree, say, let that be an impasse.
Dr. Samakra,
how do we stop?
You just said something. So the international community was the reasoning behind you meeting Madabio. The pressure from the international community.
They also had their own concerns. You understand? I did not talk to them. I did not speak to them. Me meeting with Madabio, then I was, mind you, I had two positions.
Right.
I was the flag bearer and presidential candidate of the party for that election.
Yeah.
I have a solid responsibility, a leadership responsibility, to protect the votes of the people.
Okay.
To follow the cries of the people.
Absolutely.
Okay. Then, after that, I was also the leader of the party.
Yes.
That's why, after our discussions, I told the president, Bill, I said, look, I represent a political party. You know that. I said, as of today, we are opposite directions. On the right, you are there. All you want is to sustain your position, consolidate your position, irrespective of how you gain power. We on the other side are saying, we were hoodwinked. The elections were stolen. I want to strengthen that view because we asked for disaggregated results, they were never produced. And all of these were put in the agreement for national unity.
Absolutely.
After our discussion, I came straight to the party.
Thank you.
Now, Fambude, let me just pause in there. Let me take a very critical, you understand? Now, Dr. Samura say, first, when they ask if they get a pressure from the international community for make them go dialogue, they say no. In fact, the international community was not involved. So that means that the international, but you see them get concerns. You understand? So that means that the international community in no way not be involved per this. They not be know about the initial, at the initial stage. I mean, the phone call between Dr. Samora Kamara and His Excellency Madabio, President Madabio. You understand? They not be gets that initial idea. And but then get their own concerns. Of course, we be know the concerns. We all be understand the concerns of the international community. We then raise and say the elections result was not transparent. Sorry, the elections was not. We are not transparent per se. So now, please, the one that maybe they say maybe the international community now then pressure for make than the happen. Dr. Samora Kamara don't make it clear. Say no. Now then in a mother bill, now then initiates the call, but we don't know between the two would have first call in company. But from the first statement,
I went to the party.
From the first statement, in say the moment we then get a call, within 30 minutes after that call, then go meet. You understand? Then go meet. So now owner can deduct from there. Okay, now we continue with the video.
Went to the to Makeni, at a meeting chaired by President Kuruma. The party approved. Okay. They gave me the fiat to continue. After the party approved, we came to Freetown, a NAC meeting, where the second highest body, National Advisory Committee, was called. They also endorsed. It was against that background.
Endorsed the rerun?
Yes. No, not the rerun. They endorsed the dialogue.
The dialogue force. Okay. We're getting there.
Yes. Dialogue process.
Okay.
So it was against that even the NAC itself also chose those who represent the party at the dialogue. That's how we had the 9 people who represented us at the dialogue. Went to the dialogue, mediated dialogue. Then we had an agreement, which was all signed by all the parties with the international community. It is against that we had a tripartite committee. And this committee also went to NAC. NAC also approved membership of that committee, which was chaired by Dr. Mara, supported by Dr. Richard Conte, Petito. We have the women's representative. We have the youth representative. We have a legal representation. Okay. So we had all of this. Now, this committee came with a result, with a report. We saw that report. You get consensual areas, you get divergent areas, then you also
right,
get...
I wonder if we can... Doc, sorry for putting you up there, because before we delve into, like, waiting come out of...
Now, from waiting, it just don't say. They say after they don't meet with, don't meet with President Malabio, that Dr. Samora Kamara. They say after they don't meet with President Malabio, now in call the executive and inform them of the outcome of that particular meeting between him and President Bio. They say after that, they form a delegation, then go to McKinney for go meet former President Goma, for go tell him waiting a better outcome. And the former president give them a blessing for make them go ahead. And when they return, now they can form a committee, you understand, for the dialogue, where that dialogue they now produce this tripartite, which we call the tripartite committee. This particular statement don't debunk waiting some people then they go and talk say, nah, former President Kuruma na initiate the call between Dr. Samura Kamara and President Madabio. Of course, if una dey hear from other section, mean analysis I dey do. You understand? I know they back anybody, and I know they go do analysis based on assumptions. Them I know they assume for anybody. Now waiting day na the surface na in I dey analyze on, because I don't know waiting na person in mind. You understand? Me when I know me quote me say, now this Michael talk, now this Michael do. No, now waiting Dr. Samura say, now they analyze and waiting other people that we don't say. Then based then on assumptions, then made the base waiting the man self talk. The man not Dr. Samura not say na former President Kuruma na he initiates the call. No, he say from his starting he say and Madabio na they initiate a call, and after the call, the initial call, within 30 minutes of that call, they then go meet. And na in self na intake a delegation, then go meet former President Kuruma na McKinney. And as in talk, after that meeting, they which he don't tell them, and former President Kuruma, he give them in your blessings. So the one the way they accuse former President Kuruma say na he call Dr. Samura Kamara from make a go meet President Bio. Then I believe we say in this particular situation, they wrong. You understand? They're wrong now, because Dr. Samura Kamara don't make it clear say na he initiate a call and na he even take a delegation for go meet former President Kuruma and McKinney. When we continue.
These recommendations and things like that. I wonder if I should kind of like ask a quick question, because like you meeting Madabio has created this whole I don't know lie, conspiracies or true, say you sold out right from them. But the question where I want to ask you, meet Madabio, has it compromised democracy or the fight for electoral justice by any means?
Or the rerun elections?
It hasn't. If it had compromised, then we never have had a dialogue across party.
Talk Creator side. That might me one listen. Talk Creator side.
Yeah. If maybe non-compromise or maybe non-compromise democracy, for agree for law get a dialogue. Then on top of this dialogue, party dialogue, you say we want referendum for they with we. I wouldn't have referee them, not the international people there.
So, I don't want to drag this. The international community, did you by any chance recommend to anyone that during the dialogue, the international community should not be involved in or participate in that dialogue?
No. We agreed. When we agreed, say we get a dialogue, now we say, but now we get problems with trust. Let we get mediators then. In these mediators, now they will come agree and say, let that be international mediators. These mediators this whole dialogue was facilitated by the Commission for Peace in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
I must give them thanks. They facilitated. But the true mediators were the AU, ECOWAS, the Commonwealth, and of course, we get
European Union.
Even the ambassadors there, the Americans, they were on the side.
Yes.
On three hands.
The US ambassador did say you cannot, because when everyone kind of like gets Jewel there for mediate it or be the chairman.
Ambassador Reimer
did say that. Ambassador Reimer did say you cannot be a player and a referee at the same time.
Yes. The issue about Jewel there had come up before this particular initiative took place.
Right.
It came on July in now when the president go na state na parliament, in the state address, he said, I'm going to set up an electoral review committee. Yeah. I ask you a question, why did he do that? That initiative.
The player and the referee.
Yeah. From the 2020 3 elections, something went wrong.
Yeah.
You can make that assumption. Let's just write a conclusion. If something was never wrong, if everything was democratically pursued, probably not for set up that committee.
Absolutely.
Now, when we turn out to this cross-party committee, I think I seemingly killed that initiative.
Okay. Now, just a short commentary or analysis on this. You know, of course, you see from from waiting Dr. Samuel Kamara they say. So in no way, sorry, was the international community the initiator of this particular dialogue. You understand? And if some of una be done preview to a particular audio where be leak, they say a leak out where it be there between the former president Anes Bai Koroma and one pa, you understand? We Dr. Wasif, former president Koroma be talk say now Africa, the moment you as opposition member or leader you accept for a dialogue between you and about a disputed elections result. You accept for meet with the announced winner. You say dan you don't do. You understand? Now this bring we to waiting Dr. Samora say. First of all, if you as the contestant, you understand, when I don't open a dialogue, and we know in the African context, whenever I don't want this here in Africa, I'm not sure if not through maybe the court system because it don't happen in Kenya, it don't happen in Malawi or so, where the courts overturn the elections result and allow the commission, the electoral commission, for reconduct the elections back. But for say through this process, they can hand over power to the president, to the opposition after 2 years with the current government on the in power, and on one day happen. Now, former President Komado make it clear through that audio where they say elite. And Dr. Samora Kamara na the initiator of this particular dialogue between and President Madabio. You understand? Where according to Ram, after we they don't talk on the phone, within 30 minutes, then go meet. And now from their own discussion, I mean, in the Dr. Samora Kamara and President Julius Maada Bio, which then discuss, now in take that initiative now, it go meet the party executive, it take a delegation, they go meet former President Koroma. So with that in mind, you understand, eh? And former President Koma, I know this guy for defender Nayao. Please, you know, misquotes me. I know this guy for defend former President Koma. But with that in mind, you understand, and him being a former president, he know the African politics, he know how things are run in Africa. You understand, he get that vast experience and knowledge on how things are being done and what should be done for short a dispute to be resolved. You understand? So with that in mind, the moment you as opposition member, you can meet us, you can at this we don't discourse, it take us it has been solved. The deal don't done. That's so from your personal experience. So with that, it give them a blessing. You understand? It's okay. I give them blessings. We're not gonna continue. So the one day we they blame, I repeat this. Me because I be some man then just know. So man don't begin see me they don't give me $10,000. Me, they don't do me this, they don't give me this. They are this. Now from me they do me analysis based on waiting then at the surface, not to waiting another year or see, especially the parties that were involved. You understand? But from a practical point of view, you understand? Definitely, if you as the opposition member or a leader, we now you the thing affect. You don't go meet, and I don't dialogue with the opponent. can say now, don't resolve the issue. So definitely there is nothing he can do. So he get for getting blessing. If he not for be getting blessing back there, for be taken as a resistance to maybe the peace of the country. When I get a point, okay, when we continue.
We announced the parliament. So it was overtaken. But this one now, it was a multiple representative type of initiative where the opposition party was there, the government party was there, and the international mediators were there. That's the difference.
Yeah, Doc, what you go say to them people that will say the APC not for even negotiate with SLPP because the APC knows they win the election. Why the APC as a party, everybody, the executive, everybody agree for even negotiate?
Yes, that is an option. That is, whenever elections done, the results are disputed, there are various resolution mechanisms we will take. One, it will say they go to court. We did not go to court for obvious reasons.
Right.
The time was short, and two, results not been there.
Right.
So if you go to court and go ask where your documentation.
Right.
We not get
what
documentation.
What do you tender?
Yeah, they don't just throw it. That's one. The other part will say, okay, we do not deny we will vote. What did happen? Low jump in the street.
Thank you.
You understand? Low jump in the street. But the question there is, when they jump in the street against a wounded lion, that lion, they may let you so. We have seen tracks of what happened in previous protests. In a country where then they allow protests as part of democratic process, you can do it. When the policeman there, they protect you.
Right.
When they protest peacefully with your banners.
Yes.
He can do it for you for as long as it takes until your views are heard.
Right.
And the position is taken.
Thank you.
But I can't see that's happening in Sierra Leone.
So to that point, Doc, the reason I asked that question, because this was a unanimous that the APC as a party agreed for going to the negotiations. Not so you want to make that decision day.
It is a party agreement. It is a party agreement. And even when I talked to the president during the discussion, 30 minutes, I tell him, say, all what you don't discuss, so as far as me concerned, they are done on what is normally called negotiations at referendum basis, which means that I agree in principle, but I have to refer to my principles.
Yes.
That's exactly what I did.
Okay. This is a very critical and also now a point where Sierra Leoneans have to think beyond party politics. You understand? Now, two things are involved here. First, the principal now the main beneficiary of the outcome of the result should the APC be announced, should have been announced as the winner of that particular elections. Where now Dr. Samora Kamara. Now for don't be for be the main beneficiary. You understand? The APC as a party is just a vessel. Now just a vessel where you the beneficiary they use for make you able achieve your aims and objectives. You understand? So the main beneficiary here is Dr. Samara Kamara because you don't pass already. You understand? If you were not the main beneficiary, you don't go accept, you don't go into dialogue. If the APC for within a power, every decision you take, I believe for say, and you if it will be a reflective of you as a personal individual, and whilst the party could be the secondary beneficiary. You understand? Be it bad or good. Now, if you were the main beneficiary, you accept a dialogue. You understand? There is, in my opinion, there is little the secondary beneficiary can do. In this case, we're not the APC. I know they try to defend the APC. Now, I can't on the side of the APC back later. But first, on the side of Dr. Samura Kamara. If Dr. Samura Kamara, we the main beneficiary, in take up the initiative, mind you, saying that the party take up the initiative for make them go into the dialogue. Now, in carry the initiative, meets with the President Madabiu, then dialogue, and even we, according to Ram, of course, President will be seen a parliament during the state opening of parliament, where President Madabi will be announcing uh, the vice president, when Jules Jalo, for Budon lead the committee of dialogue. You understand? But then be oppose that. Of course, you can definitely, that is understandable. You cannot be a referee and at the same time a player. So even the international community be also opposed that, which was good. You understand? But now the catch, this is a catch-22 situation. I mean, it's very difficult to unravel. You understand? It's a catch-22 situation in a sense. Now, Dr. Samuel Kamara don't go make a dialogue. You understand? It don't go make a dialogue with the main contestant when President Maldabio. It carries the outcome of the dialogue, and possibly, you understand, the party see the benefits and it try to convince them, say, if we go this way, it will be beneficial for we all. You understand? Rather than just maybe me. Of course, that get forgive even former President Koma for giving blessing to him. And the party, you hear what he say, the party begets an idea for make they even call a protest out. They call the people them out for a protest. But in be oppose the idea of a protest. And I can always tell people them, even some of my friends, the way they call me on this particular issue, I did tell people they say, in Africa, there is nothing like a gentleman's politics. That is for sure. There is nothing like a gentleman's politics. You have to be rough, you have to be tough. You understand? If you are gentle, then you shouldn't be in politics. You should be in the corporate, even in the corporate world, there is no gentleness in the corporate world. Sometimes you have to be tough and rough. Otherwise, you are going to fail. You're going to fail. You understand? So now, they get the opportunity as a party for even force the electoral commissioner for produce this integrated figures, the disaggregated figures. In a way, first of all, they don't announce it, they participate in governance, and there was no way the government for be able to function without a functioning opposition, because we are not running a one-party state. There was no way. You understand? They say when they hire one, they take away banner. Okay, that was the greatest opportunity they had. Forcing the electoral commissioner and even the government not only to a dialogue but for a possible rerun or the production of the disaggregated figures. But no. In fact, during that time, make I take una back to 2023. I see where even Dr. Samura Kamara, this now in support of this particular thing where they talk to, because I not get the video again. But that video they surface where it be a good dialogue with the APC members of parliament them. Now McKinney, they be hold that meeting in McKinney, a town hall meeting with the members of parliament, I think with other representatives, including councillors and mayors. We tell them about the ongoing issues. And we will be the year back from the media how some APC MPs and be so eager for going to parliament because according to them, some of them be trust, we go loan money, you understand, for making them contest the elections them. And now that they don't win, then you seat them. So then one for go na parliament and go get their money back. Because in my opinion, trust me, some of their MPs they're not go na parliament for go represent the people. No, and for them passing against them. Now that they talk them. Because if you go for go represent the interest of your community or the constituency who say you come out, when the issues and they come to the surface, you get to stand with the will of the people. But that could be like a catalyst or one of them for force Dr. Samora Kamara for a dialogue, possibly. I don't want to put the cat or be the devil's advocate in this case. I don't want to be the devil's advocate. You understand? But now, inside August 10, as one of the reasons why I don't want a protest for making it happen. He said because lives were lost, which is understandable. But one thing I want to make clear is that nothing comes easy, and especially in the African politics, even in Europe or the West, we have seen people losing their lives to gain what they intend to have. Yes, we have seen, of course, Donald Trump, for example. We see how he applied radicalism for making succeed back for become a president of the United States. It challenge the judges in America. In fact, it go publicly, they insult them. It challenge every institution of the country. Yes, it challenge them. Because even now the West too. And we don't see even in Africa, for example, now Uganda. In fact, if una dey watch, una dey follow Bobby Wine, when the opposition leader in Uganda, you know how many times they don't chase them, bullets them, or supporters them, but still they resist. We the current president, we don't do for more than 30 years, Museveni, but they challenge him. You understand? And you, as an African politician, you say no, you don't want. Trust me, you are not fit to be a politician. That is my own opinion in Africa. And maybe they tell people, they say Dr. Samora Kamara is a technocrat. He's not a politician, especially in the African context. Because the African politician, you get to be radical, you get to ready for going to jail, you get to ready for face certain consequences. Them where if you dare, trust me, the moment they see small weakness by you, you are done. You can know, you understand, you would not say you want to lead a country like Sierra Leone and in the African continent without you being radical. You don't apply gentlemanness in African politics. You have to be radical. You have to be ready to face the bullet. You have to face it. You have to be ready to even go to jail if that comes the time or the need for that. Yes, people's lives were lost in August 10, a protest. But that was not called, that particular protest was not called by the party. It was called by a civil activist called Adebayo. You understand? It was called out by Adebayo, not the party. Trust me, APC being the opposition opposition party, the leading opposition party in Sierra Leone, they have a leading voice in the country. They have a say. If they call on their supporters to come out, the government will listen because they know the consequences, because they know thousands, if not millions, of people will come out in support of that call. Have they done that? But let's just listen.
That was why we go to it. Then we say no. That will not on that.
No, no protest. So, right. So you say the APC as a party, when we come together and say, now we go protest this, ready to tolerate it. Then everybody for their board, no so?
Exactly. Or whatever action they before take. Sometimes you forget other initiative. But it should have been a party. But even this one who don't take so, that's what makes it historic. Now, historical, this killer initiative.
Now, when they ask some if maybe the APC for we don't call you understand, for we don't be like the party we call for a protest. Yes, he say yes. If we don't, therefore we don't agree on that, therefore we continue. But from me understanding, there was a resistance from your side, and of course, when I also hear with insights, a site the August 10. So that means he was not ready for the dialogue. Sorry, for the protest, because there was fairness in him. So and we don't also hear we don't see a video we surfaced recently where the party current the acting chairman, when the deputy chairman of the party, Ambassador Yansane, Fude Yansane, where it claims say the party will call for demonstration, especially the time when they go kill that lady, that nurse, now the party office, and that other guy when they call White Boy. But Dr. Samora Kamara refused that. You understand? And him being the leader at that time of the party has the greatest say. You understand? So, in my opinion, Anokiwan puts the entire blame on the party's side, but on that particular occasion, say why they not call for a protest, because if you were not the main beneficiary, you're not the principal beneficiary, you said no, let's use this riot to solve this impasse, then I believe they just have to follow your instructions. We see 2007, even though some of we will be young, but we they follow politics keenly. We the former president, by then he was the opposition leader. Um, we every interview with the interviewer, be it BBC, CNN, or Al Jazeera, even on local radios and TV stations, and it talks say if in fact they say it only accept one result, that is the APC as the winner. It would not accept any second result. And if the electoral commission failed to announce the APC as the winner, he would not hesitate to call out his people. And they know the weight of the opposition leader, especially the party being the leading opposition party in the country. So you get the logic. Now, if you not be the leader, and from all the interviews them even prior to the elections, he was never tough. Dr. Samora was never tough on the elections or the possible outcome of the elections. No, he was never tough. In fact, it was the softest, story. Yeah, it was so soft and tone and everything so far. In fact, even when people raise the concerns of the quality of the voter registration cards, the ID cards that were distributed by NEC, he was as opposition leader, as the leader. In fact, he praised the quality of the cards, which was a disappointment to every Sierra Leonean by then, including even the president himself condemned the quality of the ID cards. But no, he praised the quality of the ID cards. And you, as an opposition leader, especially in Africa, wherein you find loopholes to condemn, to criticize, and provide solutions to everything, but you are the one praising things that are not good, that things that are not going well. So you are given, it's like a leverage. You are given a leverage to the ruling party to do whatever they want to. But we see Dr. Samora Kamara, they even bow a knee down. So a gonna go the church the policeman in foot, the beggar. You don't apply gentleness. Yes, you can be gentle at times, but you have to be tough in African politics. You shouldn't be afraid to go to jail. You shouldn't be afraid to face the bullet. At the end of the day, it's only once that you die. But die for a cause. It is better for you to die for a cause than but rather than dying for nothing. We see Dr. Samuel Kamara, they go on a knee down, was a butu, the big, even the police after where they go block the convoy. Was in Abu or so at the southeast. I swear to God, if now any sober opposition, if now any rough opposition leader, if they bulldoze their police, then they nothing they stop that. In fact, the police then force then gets their moral authority, you understand, for guide the people of that country and protect them lives and property, not to for disrupt them during the rallies and other things, except if they become disorderly. But no, they were going peacefully and then go stop them. Now because they don't weigh him as the opposition leader. And now it makes some of we now the advocates for the APC this time around for make the no go car with any leader will go be so gentle. You have to be tough. You have to be ready to face any consequences and also be ready to call out the people. Should there be any concerns? That's the type of leader. And I believe, say, this now the majority of the party people then call presently. But we're not listening.
No country, many countries don't ever go through this route. And that's why we should be fair to everybody who participate, who support this process. If there is seeming peace today in Sierra Leone, because of this dialogue process.
And Dr. Sabra, on that front, with the seeming peace that we have, maybe this is what is preventing the international partner there. Now they say, you know what, team? They get peace. This they don't move on. Dr. Samuel Kamara, they ask for a rerun, but the peace where but no, everything is okay in the country. What do you say to that?
Well, I think say about judgment on their part. Because then they teach you about conflict resolution, mediation.
Okay.
No, so mediation are part of it is the most peaceful weapon, the most effective weapon. When you go to court to say you're either right or you're wrong, but they heal. Court's not a heal. In mediation, you the heal. In a simple protest, public protest, you don't know the reaction of the government. They might unleash force against you. And secondly, if they don't do it directly, they might do it indirectly. When you don't lead a protest, you have to be careful. It's like leading a civil war. You know when you start, but you don't know how it will go. You don't know how it will go.
Family, okay, una the listing. You see where it balance even the questions then. I know they try for go against them. May wanna not misunderstand me, but may they just analyze and also based on practicality. Definitely, if you as the opposition don't go make a dialogue, don't agree for settle the issue, why you think say the international community not will think say una they at peace? A common sense, right? A common sense. If they be don't do otherwise, I tell you see there was no way there not will be force the electoral commissioner or the president for call for a rerun of that particular elections, because then nobody no one is still maintain a country. First of all, no investment until now. Of course, we know they see better investment in the country because it is still fragile. The peace in the country is fragile. So you see the problem we are facing. Here is an opposition leader that is so gentle, and I think, in my opinion, and I always tell people, they say, Dr. Samuel Kamara is not a politician. In fact, he is not fit to be a politician in the African context. He is a technocrat that is very good in delivering services. Yes, he is very good in delivering services, but he is not a politician per se. it is good when um, you have won the elections, you call him to provide, to render the service, and definitely he will deliver on that. But him being a politician, I think, even from the former president, was a great mistake. Possibly he made that decision to select him, to succeed him, because of the service he has done to the country, and possibly how he was good in delivering those services. But he was not, sorry, he is not a politician at all. He is not. Um, so you cannot blame the international community. Definitely, they had to make that conclusion that indeed the country is at peace on the surface. But we all know there is no entire peace in the country, because there are always concerns um, within the country of a possible riot or any other disorderly thing going on. So,
They might plan people against you. For let become rowdy, let become leader. So with all of these considerations, especially what don't happen August 10 in Sierra Leone, and prior to that, what happened to win a party office during the campaign, what happened to me na Kono, what happened to me na Pujehun, what happened to me, I was coming from the United States.
so as soon as I hear from waiting Dr. Samura say, of course that was the end of the video. When I self can deduce from that, say, I know they may not they blame the former president, and our portion any blame on this particular issue. You understand? Because not only initiates the call, and Dr. Samara Kamas have done confirm that, and they say now in the Dr. Samara Kamas with Mother Biona then go into that. In fact, after waiting commodity, now they then go meet a former delegation, then go meet former President Kuruma and explain to her the outcome of a meeting between he and President Bio. So with that, former President Kuruma began a blessing for me to go ahead. And of course, we also see where you say the international community not to then come with the idea. Now then come in the Dr. Samara Kamara with Mother Bio, with President Bio, sorry, and then counts the idea for a dialogue. And even though the APC party be want to use another route like protest, calling out the people which maybe if we don't force the government and the electoral commissioner for produce this aggregated figures, but it be also oppose and bring an alternative where the party be agreed to. Although in the say if the party for don't insist, but I made the thing say as the principal beneficiary to that particular thing, um, definitely if he insists say no, now this route in the go, there was no way the party could have challenged his decision. Now, there comes again the issue of the electoral justice. The one that we the when campaign say electoral justice and how and people still within the APC. For example, we will see a recent video where they circulate on social media from Mike's online TV where they don't change now. They don't change the name to Clarity Plus Media. Una can go follow that page there. When then go do a survey. The survey was because then one for know who that the people then prefer. I mean, within the APC, who that then prefer for be the flag bearer. But all the people that were there asked, which then they insist on now that they prefer, they no one consider 2028 elections yet. Then force the focus on 2023, and then one for make the current president, hand over power to Dr. Samara Kamara. Now, so then they believe. So, with that in mind, they find out for say there is still a lot to be done. And people then still they go with that misinformation because they call it misinformation in the sense on several occasions they only put on dates them saying that this that they not so tend that they can't overpower so dates or so, but we know they see that they happen at all. So it is better for the benefits of the country to move forward and maybe mobilize for come 2028 elections. But me advice on what I forgive to the APC party as a party is please, we will not elect a flag bearer. We will not for be critical this time around. We will not elect a flag bearer based on sentiment. We will not for look at somebody way for say, ready for face the bullet and the consequences, even if not for go to jail. They're ready for doing. Somebody when not afraid for call outing people them, may then see say this party, this people are determined. You understand? President Bio be do the same thing. We didn't see the determination in them. And any radio station or TV and even a BBC where they interview, they talk and say, they accept no second result. That was 2018. And we all see the result. The same thing be happened 2007, just like I be say with former President Koroma. By then, not the opposition leader. So the APC, I believe, was a need a similar character of a person where we able get then traits then the way we able withstand the current government. So for now, Nadande I get for una for this electoral justice. Now let me move on to the second issue. We don't see, of course, the social media where even a judge they cry for justice. When Judge Stevens, Judge Stevens, where they allege say in girlfriend when Edwina they abuse them domestically. And then again for raise some concerns. But make I can play for now some videos them may and based on them videos that we'll do we analysis. Yeah, because may not can just one do something there where notice it happen. First, let me play this particular video.
Good morning, my fellow Sierra Leoneans. My name is.
This not the Edwina, where the Judge Stevens be alleged say he commit a domestic violence against them. So now we listen to her.
Miss Edwina Howard Jamil. I am the lady whom Justice Momoja Stevens had an affair with, impregnated, and abandoned me and his unborn baby. Me and Justice Momoja Stevens have been having a relationship for years now. And we've been together as lovers, boyfriend and girlfriend. That's how we've been together for, We've been having sex. He's been calling me several times to go and see him. And the place we used to go is, the venue is City Hall. That's where we used to go and have sex. In fact, that was the place we met years back, And then I thought he was a good man because he seems to be responsible on the outside. Of course, anyone that knows Justice Momoja Stevens will see him as a responsible man from the outside. And the fact that he's a judge will deceive you, in fact, in believing that he's responsible. Well, I'm 19 years old. I'm in FBC, year 2, reading law. Because that has always been my dream, to read law. Because I'm a woman of justice and truth. I believe that the judiciary is the symbol of truth and justice and hope for Sierra Leone. It's rather unfortunate now that men like Justice Momoja Stevens are found in that judiciary. And it's very, very heartbreaking to me, Justice Momoja Stevens had an affair with me, impregnated me, and he does not want to take responsibility of the pregnancy. My people of Sierra Leone, funnily, I can tell you this, that when I told him to take care of the baby and me, that evil man told me that he will not. Why? Because he does not love me at all. Remember, I said that we were boyfriend and girlfriends. We had a relationship as lovers. And he's a Muslim. He has the right to get married to as many wives as he wants to. Even if he wants to marry me, he can marry me if he wants to. But to know that this man is a very selfish man. He has only one intention, and that was to exploit me as a woman. I never knew that intention. It was having sex with me, according to what he said to me when I went to tell him that I'm pregnant, that he only did that for sexual pleasures. He wanted to use me to satisfy his sexual pleasures. That's what he told me with his own mouth. A man that says he's a man of justice, a man of truth, sitting there in the high court as a judge, is saying those words to me, a lawyer in the making. I want to tell you, people of Sierra Leone, that men...
Okay. Fumble them. You know, this video, it make a laugh. You know why? First of all, I want to sympathize with the young lady, Edwina. But I get some questions them. We you go find if I go able to get contact with her maybe one day from make I go we will go live and ask her some critical questions them. You understand? Because first of all, it talk about exploitation, how Justice Momoja exploit them sexually. But one thing we also we now we make a playback another video. We in the same lady, but they talk back. This lady they talk about say Justice Momoja Stevens exploit them sexually and other ways them. Sorry, not this one. But within we also deduce from in video.
Everyone, my name is Edwina Awajamiu. I'm Justice Momoja Stevens' baby mama. Justice Momoja Stevens.
Well, when I watch, when I listen, you know, with in the lady they talk before they can make me your analysis.
Momoja Stevens has been doing a lot of bad things to me in this country. Got me pregnant, gave birth to the baby, raped me, took my belongings, and I reported the matter to the police, but they are taking it light with him because he's a judge. He abuses his powers as a judge. Him raping me, beating me up, doing all those things to me, offended me a lot. And I reported the matter to the police, and he didn't do anything because he's a judge. But the fact that he is stopping me from going to the court at Sierra Leonean Street, I try to go there, he orders the security not to allow me in, as if his father or himself is the owner of that court. That's one thing I'm against. Justice Momoja Stevens should not stop me from going to the court. The court is not his personal property. He's even stopping me from going to Frobe College, which is very, very wrong. Frobe College is not his personal institution. His father didn't build that university for him at all. So he has no rights to stop me from going anywhere in Sierra Leone. Another thing that angers me the most about this judge is the fact that he acts like a poor man when he has money. He's being a stingy judge. Instead of him spending money on his child, which which I've given birth to for him, he's being stingy. He does not want to give the money that I want him to give for his daughter every month. He's acting very stingy, and that's one thing that I hate about that judge. My people, those that know Justice Momoja Stevens.
Pause on the bar. Now, you know why I make I play this part of the video of this other video, so that we will get a clear point where before they can do me analysis. I'm not going to be the devil's advocate in this. I don't want to defend the judge when Justice Momoja Stevens, and I go also want to defend the lady when Edwina. Me, the twelve will be neutral, but are they analyzed based on waiting come out, and especially from the people that were involved. In this case, waiting in the Edwina talk. First, in the first video, when I hear we in claim say the man winner Justice Momoja Stevens exploit sexually. And according to him, he confirms say this particular man is married. Although not Muslim, he get rights according to in religious doctrine. He get right for married another wife. But the man not willing for married them. It could be for personal reasons. Because me a Muslim, but trust me, I know they marry two women there. I don't talk you know mean say because you're not Muslim, you understand you for married two women them. Because even the book, the Quran, they tell we back say they give it conditions. And the condition now as objective, you understand when if a conditional word, now if and if now a conditional word, you understand? They say the Quran tell we say they are the one the winner imams, the winner sheikh them. When I can correct me if I make mistake. But the Quran, because we know go landing Quran, then section then they. But from waiting then they preach, they give a conditional word winner if they say they say God allow you for married more than one wife if you able love them equally. And from a human point of view or perspective, there is no way you will like two people them equally at the same time. It not ever be possible. You understand? So that conditional word with that if, you understand? In fact, don't even tell you say you know for married two women them. Because there is no way, even picking away the bone. Trust me, any parent where they tell me say elect in picking the equally, and they tell you say a lie, don't lie. No parents, nothing at the world would they tell you say even in picking the elect them all equally. The moment you born two or more picking them, you go must get to how you like. But you know they show no more openly. You understand? But now you heart, you get who that you like pass. Now if you are like marriage, you understand? And God give you a condition. When if like a conditional word. If you meet that requirement there, that if you able like love them equally, which in my opinion, I believe was in the opinions of millions or billions of people in the world, they ever be possible say you love two people them equally. So forget first say because the man a Muslim, he get right. Yes, the God give the permission that if he meets that condition there for making married more than one. But the guy not willing for married more than one. You understand? And keep you as girlfriend. And maybe a possible back say the man number one for make you even born for her. But you take and say for financial reasons, mind you, when I listen the video, what did the man say? What did the lady say? He say the man get money and they make stinginess. So that and we want make the man for good. Me. The man of the meet in the financial demands, how much in wants to make the man for good again for as support, the man of the meets that amount there. So then they don't tell you say, yes, you they claim say the man they exploit you sexually, you back they exploit the man financially. So it's a win-win in this case. But however, You now, you dey feel aggrieved because you get the perception, say the man gets that money in a millionaire in leons or possibly millionaire in dollars, but no, they give you what you want. So because of that, you feel aggrieved. So, in me, your opinion, the man get the right for first of all not accept for married you. A possible say maybe you not even be one for make it born for her. Maybe you just go to the belly because of financial reasons. Them where you think say you get for benefits if you get belly for the man. You understand? So that force alone don't put you in a very difficult situation because if you were married, if you go born for a man, we don't want you, we don't like you don't want to make you born for him, you go born for him. Trust me, you don't make that bikini don't suffer, and of course not to continue yourself again. But you know the like that picking day to the way where you think say if for like that in a truth where nobody know the able dispute. You know they force yourself to man just because you think say the man get the financial clout. You understand? The financial ability for do certain things them. That's how you spend the money for the man. You know the man ain't spending him money. Now you know I for now you want you get for no I using money. If you take and say you not a priority, and besides, you know they talk, you know we talk say the man or they support you. However, you say the amount where you want for me the man for good key as a financial support for maybe the picking. You understand? The man already made that demand. Yes, Mr. Kamara. So Mr. Kamara, I come to you comment to you. Let me just finish this analysis on this particular lady. Now, this particular thing, I no one for blame. Yes, it could possibly say Mr. Stevens, they commit the crimes then where you alleged say he commits. But and your other statement you say this guy they rape you sexually. But you know when they come out, you understand? Tell the public say, and you and you even state as say when I get with someone they go meet the sex point. With someone they go meet for getting a sexual intercourse. You understand? And you know when they come, say the guy they go force you for leader with you. So critically, if you look at that, you they think say something is not wrong, it's not right here. Something is wrong. You they allege say this man here, they sexually abuse you. But why is yourself they say the man get the financial clout, he get the financial ability for give the amount, for meet the amount where you they required as where you they require as a financial support for your kid, but the man only do one instead like a specific amount. So that means you also get you dey exploit the man financially. So possibly say the man don't know that day. Now he first of all make a decide say you know they married you. And secondly, maybe naive, it possible say the man not be even one for make a bond for her. So but you get the belly and maybe because of in your reputation at the country, if he for be tell you say or maybe if it even possible say tell you say make you go abort the baby, but you not do it. It possible say you threaten for go out publicly. He decides okay make you keep the baby and go the support which are able. But to be sincere with you, that was a wrong decision by you. You understand by yourself. You understand for make you go even to that belly. Yeah, for make maybe because of financial reasons. I can understand. But this not a lesson to other women them. Any man we don't married. Hey, if not keep a on. But nothing say it go left in woman. Except man we no serious. Or maybe you use juju para. But any man where you no use juju pa for make a left in married woman where you don't married. You understand too. They don't live for so many years and get picking them. If you see the it will left and no more, it go to you, it will marry you back and left down there. Trust me, you're making the greatest mistake of your life. Because you know they do one. So what did they do? Eat you eat and left you left. You understand? Now then they know me go advice to other ladies. But nothing say you dey go married, that you don't meet that woman they that man they don't marry, they left a married woman for you sick and go married you. Trust me, that man they and also you too pass if you use juju para. And even juju no they last you. It gets expiration dates. So in me way, what you may think? Them particular videos there. When I can watch back the other video, when I can watch the other video, we in the talk say a gonna police, of course, we the police them, the big that the police station say, a no go ever.
That's unfortunate. I can't fall in love with you.
You let them pass in.
They say sometimes.
When I get the lady, he say rather unfortunate he can't fall in love. Now the lady they talks on a police station. When I listen.
Love, I'm the biggest enemy. I'm very much sorry for all.
This you don't turn preacher. Yeah, he say love not the biggest enemy. I don't know what you're saying. Okay. Now let me continue.
I really apologize for everything. For the sake of the victim, I beg, not with me myself. I stay away from you. I stay totally away from you. I'm not going near you. I don't ask you for anything anymore. I stay completely away from you. I take care of it. I take care of you. I stay completely away from you. Please. That will be 900 hours. For the sake of God, even though you said not to you, now just few months.
Their wives when I watch, when I also watch at the side video where in the lady they show to the public. You understand? I think it then video is I don't they post on social media. And una self able deduce from there, say, oh, maybe this definitely announce you, but any man of that particular somebody in position, like Justice Momo Just Stevens, a no go one for married, then can't woman and they. When I watch the video, why is not listening to Witty and the talking police station way in the big? When I also watch the video on the other side, you understand? Me when I deduce from there, from the right.
You cannot just be much old. Please, I don't need. You put me in a sense, you don't make anything for no reason. Don't forget to start to wear blood for you. If you want to stay away from you. I know they ask you for money, I know they go near your family, I know they go near your chambers. I just stay away from you completely. I know they even send me messages again. I'll let you be with your family. Please. I beg. Forgive me, pardon me. After this, I don't ever go near you again. I let you go. I let you go completely. Please. For the sake of God. I don't want anything from you again. I don't want love. I don't want money. I don't want anything. Just go. I will take care of the beginning for myself. God say, God knows me. It is well. It is well. I don't ever go near you again. I promise you that day. And me not be ready, you don't go near himself. You don't want anything for do with you or your family again. I don't ever go near your chamber self. It's fine. I know. When I'm for that people, when they don't think they help, you know, go okay for her. At least, even though not to you begin, but at least learn her to know how to her. They are alive.
Please. Some of them, and they repeat this side back, we say they talk about the picky way, say, even though not to in Peking. You understand?
I can be ready, you don't go near himself. You don't want anything for do with you or your family again. I don't never go near your chamber self. It's fine.
Police not to police here.
I know.
Police now to help in the handle.
When about for that people, when they go to the help, you know, go okay for her. At least people don't know to you picky, but at least learn not to know how to her. They are alive. Please, yeah. Look for today for tomorrow. Today and just
Now, Fambodem, when I hear from the lady self, what did they say? Na police station. They say, even though not to the man in Peking. So, I don't know if you understand that particular statement. But this lady here, now of course, when I see the previous video, where in the alleged say, this man no they take care of in Peking. They get the amount we in the request for good gam for take care of the Peking. And a police station, and they say, want the my money again. So that particular statement they talk say, they mean say this particular lady here now only on financial basis make it wants this Georgia. I don't know if I get the logic. From in statements them, it exploits the man, thinking say the man that kind millionaire or billionaire in Leons. You understand? So it go able exploit him, while it's possible it get even a boyfriend we the nakana corner. You understand? And in fact, recently people that they even request, I think even the George, Momo Stevens, Justice Momo Stevens, they even request for make them do DNA for the picking, but the lady they reject. They are them married man them or man them in general. We especially man where they do well. Because one thing this will be a lesson to we the man them. Especially man we maybe God don't bless you small or God don't they bless you. This will be a lesson. Means we woman come to you side, especially the time where God don't they put you up. It means it wants you for real. Then gets reasons then possibly not for financial reasons. And they can go even get belly. The moment you get that, it go say that you get the belly, whereas it gets a main boyfriend, where maybe not adopt man. You understand, eh? Now, it use you now because of your financial backing where you get for make able benefits financially and be sustained and be financially okay. When I watch the lady in video, when I feel see somebody like a justice, somebody like a George, or we who attain that kind of position that they married that kind of woman, and I know it's kind for disrespect them. Now in life, they are big, eh? But and no, I know they see, and also in maybe the Western culture, but trust me, I know they see now in Africa. I know they see them now Africa, where somebody they attain them position than they now Africa. They get engulfed in woman. They dress them kind and they show himself publicly like that. I know they see him. And if they say that they hide, you understand? Because they always try to protect their reputation, their society. So from what we deduce from this particular lady, they try to exploit the man. And it make the man to come, it can publicly say this is not a domestic violence. And me, I say a financial, in fact, it's guys if they don't lock them up. You understand? Because for now, it don't talk say the man not to in Peking, even though not to in Peking. So you don't come out plain now say not to the man in Peking. And because the man demand for even when they do DNA, but he refused that. So that they don't tell you, say, first of all, not to the man in Peking, possibly. You understand? And secondly, he only wants the man because of in financial position. and in position where you own the country. You understand? It go able help her in so many ways then. And I understand back say the man even a lecturer now for big college. So you know what you like you say, they say body for grades. You understand? So that could be the reason. And you don't come out play talk and say because of that, now you make it they do that. So I want to sympathize with him, but I know they sympathize with her again. In fact, I sympathize with the man. Yes. And this is really a domestic violence. This is a financial crime, a financial exploitation. Because he thinks because the man get the ability there for financially support him, and the alleged picking way he born for the man for even the give more. Yeah, wait till they see the man stingy, the man crab it. So now for him money make you want her. Now for the money make you go get and pick in a which of course not to so it be. So from there. Now down the now you get for now. Now, my brother, Mr. Sulman Kamara, make I read what you say to the public. He said, in your opinion, only ruthless people can be considered so-called politicians in Africa. In fact, the people we are referring to as politicians are actually politicals. Yeah, okay. They had an agreement to meet at the APC office immediately after the elections. Those politicsters sabotaged the meeting to cause the havoc that culminated to the bloodshed. So how can sure people be trusted thereafter? And mind you, we are still under an unprecedented state capture, like both Uganda and Cameroon, which are still suffering the brunt of your radical means of resolving short barbarism. We should be grateful to a paragon of civility like Dr. Samura Kamara for the initiation of the tripartite, which was a blessing that that has revealed, a lot of concealed issues. Mr. Kamara, yes, I totally disagree or partially disagree with you in some way. It's- First of all, um, we are from Nika talk about Creole because some Sierra Leoneans and they will maybe go find it difficult with the English language. You know, we don't go school. First of all, we also do hear from the party deputy chairman when Ambassador Fude Yansane, we in talk say when after the incident and then the app when during the process then they say Dr. Samuel Kamara they be disappear for is a 1 or 2 weeks. They know they get even a trace of Dr. Samora Kamara. They call him, they pick in fact the phone number where they get for him, the numbers they nobody go through. You understand? They say until after 2 weeks before it resurfaced. And there was no way they could take a decision without the consent of the party leader by then, winner Dr. Samura Kamara. And we always see, you see, for those politricksters sabotage the meeting to cause the havoc that culminated to the bloodshed. We all see what happened that particular day. We even the mayor Bedede. So if not be sabotaged, I believe we say then some of them people they know for Bedede. We see even when them go live that they show we the so-called state security but the fire at the party office. You understand? And also, so if that not be sabotaged, I believe we see they're never gonna go risk their own lives them for day at the party office during that time day. So I want to disagree with that. Secondly, they also state compare Uganda and Cameroon. First of all, you see Cameroon even being divided. You get the Anglophone and the Francophone. In fact, the the Anglophone then consider themselves as ambassadorians. They know they consider themselves as Cameroonians. You understand? I get Cameroonian friends them, where in fact some of them, if you call them Cameroonians, are the vex. Then not the Anglophone side, because not the English speaking side of Cameroon. Whereas you get a Francophone, we are the French side them, we now they of course are they the government there. Because of then disagreement, of course, they want to be independent. So now two different things that you they talk about. So Cameroon, the ambassadorians, you understand, and then they fight for independence. They want to be totally independent from Cameroon. You understand? Because they are Anglophones. You understand? They do not consider themselves as Francophones because they do not speak the French language. They speak English, and I think they border with Nigeria, and so because of that, they want a total independent. That's why they don't consider themselves as Cameroonians, but Anglo Ambassadorians. You understand? In fact, just like I said, that my friend. In fact, if you call them Cameroonian, it vex by you. Yeah. Then they consider themselves as ambassadorians. Now, so then they consider themselves not to Cameroonians. So now two distinct comparison you dey try to do so. These people are fighting for independence. You understand, which is totally different from an elections result outcome. Now, in the case of Uganda, Uganda, the president, the current president, William Museveni, don't in a power for more than 30 years. You understand? And we don't see even the other opposition leader, we in presently they on trial. We then go kidnapper even at in Kenya. Now Kenya then go kidnapper. You understand? They're on trial right now to a court martial. Because me they follow the thing and they. In fact, there was one time where I even joined a Zoom meeting with the current opposition leader, winner Bobby Wine. We abide na Holland. In fact, I don't join even once their protest in the Netherlands. We then be Olam in the Bobby Wine. Of course, if you wanna go to me pictures of some of the city, I would say free Bobby Wine. And you see per all way that they apply the brutality, they still they resist. They still the fight, the cause. You understand, of the elections every year. You understand? And on several occasions, in fact, even that they disrupt the meetings then, but because of the nature, the character of the guy, when a Bobby Wine, and a young guy, might be an artist, I be a musician, one of the famous musicians then. Now, the East Africa, I think is it East Africa or Central Africa, yeah, something like that. Everybody, most people in East Africa, Sabia, Bobby Wine. You understand? And in the lead of the party, and because of in character, you see even the government, but already they try for silence him because they know the guy not afraid. Trust me, anytime where they kind they make, anytime where they kind of challenge them. How many years the guy don't in a power, but he's still since when he become an opposition leader, the only afraid for challenge the government, but all the authorities, including the police, and they condemn them, that they organize protests both locally and internationally. And some of them protest and we self don't join them. Yes, we self don't join them. Some of them protest and the Netherlands, for example. So it's not a new thing. You understand? In the case of Sierra Leone, mind you, Sierra Leone has a history of civil war. So even the international community is trying to avoid reputation of the civil war. Now, it make, in fact, from even a reliable source, from a diplomatic source, within talk say, even though in ordinary constitution, because certain agreements are not included in constitutions. You understand? Be it in Sierra Leone or outside, but they are being abide to. Politicians have their secret deals they make. We in talk see they don't agree in a 10 years. But that don't mean say because in talks in a 10 years, you as opposition you go for be careless. You don't for do your homework. No, that's not the case. Why then decide for do that 10 years agreement is that to avoid any repetition of the conflict that happened. Because mind you, the same SLPP government, whilst in opposition, they claim the reason for the civil war was because the APC was in power for a very long time, and they should not allow a one party to be in opposition, in power for a very long time. So because of that, because of that, then decide for I hope so. Okay, because of that, then decide for go into that 10 years agreement. So there is dynamic. Um, you as a position, in short, a case, you have to be ready. You have to be prepared to face it because and especially these 2028 elections, looking at what the current government has done during their first term, yes, that we are so ruthless. Now they find it difficult for left power because of the atrocities the way they don't commit. So they equally need a ruthless opposition leader who will be ready for face them. But me say we una win the power, una for can revenge. Otherwise, Sierra Leone will ever go before. And we know they advocate for a revenge government. No. We want a country, we want a society wherein when the government come to power, a new government come to power, they will continue from whose side the previous government stopped, not to can begin to reverse the country into a revenge situation because government is a vehicle of continuity. You understand? We don't want a government of revenge continuity. It should be a vehicle of developmental continuity. We only see the bad things where they happen. For example, look at the Mama airport, where that for don't be a very good development for the country. Where we see people that really come out of the diaspora, they're not for be finding difficult again. In fact, if we even ease the means of transportation, and we don't attract more tourists than the current airport in Alungi. But when this government come, they scrap the deal and they go spend almost the same amount just for repair the current airport. We know they see no difference. You understand? So now that they really try for talk about. You understand? Of course, we say I agree. A reveal certain things them we maybe be concealed. Um, so that maybe I will agree with you, but I disagree on the other aspects. Them, Mr. Kamara. Thank you very much for your contribution, anyways. Family, them. As soon I know today, I don't keep on long, and I go and continue for stay again. This is not the My Cases show. Of course, today not a monologue, and when I know worry next week, I go for come back live. On Thursday, of course, I go for come live with guests them on the FGM issue. When I not forget to join me. This is My Cases show, where we bring you issues on social issues, economic and political issues. It could be a dialogue or a monologue. Don't forget every week, 7 p.m. Sierra Leone time, the Mike SSA show, the unfiltered show.
Thank you for watching the Michael Sesay Show. Your voice, your future, your
remember to share this conversation, stay engaged, and keep pushing for the Sierra Leone we all deserve. Join us next time for another unfiltered discussion that matters. Until then, I'm Michael Sese. Good night.